Alright, hello everybody. Forecast update here at 6:16 p.m. on your Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. Good to see everybody in here. Hopefully the chat will catch up here in a minute. Let's get started here. Let's have a look outside at our station, and well, it looks pretty cold out there, just to be honest with you. Not as cold as what we've been having, but that's about to take a change, just to be honest. It's about to get a lot colder. Let me zoom this out a little bit more here and let it get its act together. We'll go back to temperatures here. So let's just zoom on out a little bit. Should start to see some of our stations come up here in just a minute. See what's going on. There we go. 31 degrees there at our station. 28, looks like that's over there toward Copeland Ridge. 26 in Geraldine, already a little cold there. 33 in Whiten, just barely above freezing. Guntersville at 38. It's going down to Boaz and Albertville. 33 around Albertville. Boaz around 30. We'll go on up here to the north toward Langston. 33 around Langston. So it's like 27 around Bellevue. A little bit cooler there. Those winds are pretty calm right now, unless you're in the higher elevations. Of course, up here in Jackson County, it's got 8 miles per hour. Just a little bit of a breeze out there, pretty much. We're calm here at the station. No big deal at all. Let's take a look at the beautiful sky cam out there, because we do have a beautiful view. Just look at that beautiful view of the moon there. Absolutely beautiful night. Can't complain. Beautiful stars there. The moon's a little bit high up, so we're not seeing, a lot of the moon, but overall just some clouds and also some trails from planes there. I guess condensation trails will be what you'd call that. Overall, not looking too bad out there, so let's go ahead and get started with the forecast update. Looks like for Friday, it'll be some sun and clouds out there. We will get that Arctic front moving on through. Looks like high of around 44 degrees. Low will drop down to 16, and those wind chills be very, very cold as well, possibly single digits to below zero. Saturday looks windy. I've noticed some of the models are showing some maybe 30 or 40 mile an hour wind gusts as we get that colder air surging in from the north. So we will get some colder air in here. Even colder. So it looks like a high 22 and low of 12 on Saturday. A 20% chance. I'm going to maybe say 20 to 30% chance of maybe some snow showers. Not all will get snow. So just keep that in mind. It'll be very spotty. Looks like Sunday will be some clouds, sunshine, very cold. High of 30, low 18. No chance of rain. Monday, high pressure sets back in, and we do warm up a bit. If you remember me saying, as we go into the first week of February, we actually start to warm up. So Monday, high 43, low 24. Tuesday, sunny skies, high 49, low 32. We do warm up just a little bit. So let's look at the forecast information by the National Weather Service Huntsville. This was their briefing at noon today. Life-threatening cold this weekend. Temperatures as low as 10 to 15 with wind chills from -5 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's 5 degrees below zero. High potential for frostbite in individuals outdoors without proper clothing or heating. Very high confidence in that happening. So let's take a look. There is a cold weather advisory in effect for all of North Alabama starting 11 p.m. Friday night through noon Sunday. All of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. Lows 10 to 17 degrees. Highs in the teens to low 20s. Wind chills will be 5 to -5 below zero. So I hope we get some more people in here. We've only got 4 viewers currently. So I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. But anyway, we'll take a look at the models. Let's go ahead and just go over to the models here. So bear with me. I'm about to set that up because it looks like it switched it over on me. So bear with me. I'll get all that back up and we can take a look at it. All right, so starting to get that back up. Let's look at our models here, and we'll see what we got for the as we go into the weekend. That's GFS. I don't really trust the GFS. Let's do the NAM. It's a lot better. So let's get it back on to the precipitation. So we'll look at the total snowfall accumulation, and again, it ain't gonna be much. All right, make sure y'all can see it. We'll run this on through. There's Friday. There is Saturday, and notice the snow is very spotty here in the area. Higher elevations of Jackson County, southern portions of Marshall, southwest portions of DeKalb. Northeast portions could get some snow, but very light amounts, as you see. Like this is pretty much a dusting. That's what that is, if that. That'll be pretty much all we get. Now, the further northeast, that'll be the better area where there is going to be a lot more snow, anywhere between 10 inches of snow up there. That's up further to the northeast of that bomb cyclone. That's going to be kind of where it hangs out at. So it will definitely put some snow down for those areas of the northeast. Now we'll look at the upper air. Let's take a look at actually surface precipitate or the surface temperature. I'm sorry. So let's see when that big O front actually does move through. Let's have a look. Thursday and Friday was a nice day today. Friday, when we get that air coming in, and pretty much there it is. We'll track it on south. There it goes. Saturday, it really comes in. Some very cold air dives from the north to the south, so it gets very, very cold. But we do warm up next week, just a bit early next week, so that is some good news. Let's take a look at our pretty much forecast models with the Climate Prediction Center. It's 6 through 10 day temperature probability outlook, and that will be valid the 2nd of February, or actually, no, the 4th of February to the 8th of February. Below average temperatures for our area, so it looks like we do stay cold between that time period. The precipitation pretty much dried out. Models are predicting it to be very dry between the 4th and 8th, so not expecting any real beneficial rain. We'll take a look at the 8 through 14 day temps, pretty much warming up to the west, cold to the east. Below average temperatures expected between the 6th and 12th for all of Alabama, pretty much. 8 through 14 day precip shows basically just dry, complete dry out. During that period. We'll take a look at the rainfall. Let's go ahead and bring that up, and again, it ain't going to show much. Very light amounts of rain between now and February 5th. I did notice a system around that time period that would be trying to come in, so I'm a little bit iffy on those models. But showing light amounts of rainfall between now and the 5th. If you're over in Mississippi, you got a little better chance of rain over there than you do here. Let's run it on out a little further using the GFS. And make sure we're set up here. There we go. All right, so let's loop this out. We're not going to go too far with the GFS because we already know how that works out. So there's that big old bomb cyclone there off to the northeast. You can see it spinning there when I bring the radar loop back through. That's going to be what brings a lot of the snow up there in the mountains and also further northeast of us. But it does track close to us, close enough on Saturday that we might get some snow off of it, very lightly. Very light amounts, and it's going to be very windy. The wind gust was predicting to be up like 40 miles per hour as that bomb cyclone moves on off to the east, and then it gets on out of here. We'll move it a little bit further. Models wanting to bring a little system in here around Wednesday, the 4th of February. So I was wanting to bring a little system in here. Let's see if that's a cold front or if it's just a regular low pressure. Let's take a look at that. Run it onto the 4th. So yeah, it is a little bit of a cool front. So another cool front around the 4th time frame. We do get a little bit of a dip in that. And then, of course, look at that. 50s? I didn't think I'd see that again. The 6th of February, possibly back up in the 50s. So a little bit of a cold shot. Looks like around the 4th, 5th time frame. And then we warm back up. And then looks like we get some more cooler air in here. So, wow, I didn't notice that, but some warmer air really trying to build into the southwest by the 13th, which that's outrageous. So we're just going to skip that. Completely outrageous on the forecast models there. But that is about what I have got for everybody tonight. I do appreciate everybody watching, and we're going to get ready to wrap things up. I appreciate everybody. Again, we're expecting some very cold air to come in as we get on into the weekend, and then we do warm up a little. Then we'll get another little cold shot in here. Then we warm back up again, and maybe, we'll just keep an eye on it. Nothing really crazy out there except for the threat for maybe a little bit of snow this weekend. Not everybody gets that. But I want to give a warm shout out to, of course, thank you so much for the donation, Terry Gray. We appreciate it. It went toward helping out, and thank you so much for the heater, Marion Johnson. Sorry, I don't know why I put a hand there. Marion Johnson, thanks so much for donating the heater tonight. It went to the family, and it helped them out a lot. They was so happy to have that heater. So I'm so glad to be able to do that. Thanks so much for donating that. So if you're looking to buy a home, we'll start off with our sponsors here. Give Dylan Snyder a call at Alabama Living Real Estate for all your real estate needs. Give him a call, 256-979-4330. And also RKG Automotive Group, if you're looking for a vehicle, look no further, give them a call, and you can check them out on Facebook. Or call them at 256-323-7323. And also Southern Hospitality Kitchens. If you're looking for bathroom work, countertops, kitchen work, more, give them a call. They do a great job. There's photos of work they do. 256-418-5708 for more information on them. All right, everybody, we'll get ready to wrap it up. We didn't have a big audience, but we had a few. So let's look at the chat before I wrap it up. But I know a lot of people's been seeing this blizzard thing that some of these people are making up about Alabama, and it's not true, so just ignore that. It looks like my screen got moved around just a little bit, so let me fix that. Sorry about that. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, thanks so much, everybody. I got a catch here. Have a blessed weekend. Stay warm, and we'll see you on the next update. Also, we'll be keeping you up to date if conditions do go crazy this weekend, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So thanks so much. Like and share, follow. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and we'll see you on the next update.